Welcome to LiveLeanTV. I'm Brad Guthrie from LiveLeanTV.com. So guys, on today's episode, I'm sharing why carbs are required post-workout, or are they? So before we get into today's topic, do me a big favor and smash that subscribe button down below to become a part of the LiveLean Nation. All right, so have you heard of one of the golden rules of working out, which talks about the post-workout anabolic window? This rule refers to drinking the right combination of nutrients within 60 minutes of finishing your workout. Now, it's often stated that this 60-minute window is one of the most important times of the day from a nutrition standpoint to help build muscle and improve your recovery. The rationale for this, well, it's important to make the most of your hard work in the gym by drinking a protein shake after your workout. So since you break muscle down during your workout, the goal of the post-workout nutrition is to rebuild, repair, and recover. This prevents muscle loss, reduces muscle soreness, and starts the rebuilding process so you are properly recovered for your next workout. In other words, it switches you out of the catabolic breakdown stage and starts you on a rebuilding anabolic stage. So if you're drinking a post-workout shake, go ahead and tap that like button down below. Now the next question is, what should you add to your post-workout shake? A typical post-workout shake usually contains a combination of a liquid, a protein powder, and a fast-digesting carbohydrate source. Now the quantities of carbohydrates to protein vary and really depends on you and your goals. Now this brings me to the point of this video. Like all things in fitness and nutrition, there is not a one-size-fits-all solution. So if you hear someone say a blanket statement about why carbs are required post-workout, they're giving it to you without context. Before making that assumption, the first questions that your coach should ask you is, what is your current body composition? What is your goal? And do you have a quick time frame to achieve your goal? Your specific answer to these three questions dictate if carbohydrates are required post-workout. Now, I always recommend people get some sort of amino acids, especially branched-chain amino acids, within that 60-minute workout window. These BCAAs are essential for protein synthesis, which helps your body recover, repair, and grow your muscle. Now, most people get these BCAAs via a protein powder, any food that is high in protein, or even a BCAA supplement powder. However, when it comes to carbohydrates, it all depends on you. Now, here's what I mean. Carbs are not required post-workout if you are currently obese, if you are highly insulin resistant, if you are suffering from type 2 diabetes, or you're pre-diabetic, or you have a time frame where you're looking to lose a lot of weight fast. But let me be clear here. If you fall into any of these categories, I'm not saying you shouldn't consume carbohydrates after your workout. I'm simply stating carbohydrates are not required for your goals. Now let's talk about who would benefit from consuming carbohydrates after your workout. Carbs are required for you if you are looking to build muscle, you're insulin sensitive, you're a slow gainer, or you're training for athletic performance, or you're in maintenance mode. For these people, depending on your specific situation, consuming a 2-to-1 to a 3-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein can be a good idea. Now, if you're asking the question, don't fast digesting carbohydrates make you fat? Well, for people who are already lean, after your workout is the best time to consume fast digesting carbs as your body is more insulin sensitive. This means your body is ready to absorb the carbohydrates as muscle glycogen and utilize them to refuel, not store them as fat. These carbohydrates can also shuttle the amino acids from the protein to the muscle cells faster, which helps speed up recovery. All right, so let me address a few of the concerns I always hear about post-workout nutrition. Number one, I don't have time to make or eat food after a workout. It's real, guys, time is always an issue, but this would be a valid concern if you were required to bake a chicken breast, bake a sweet potato, and steam broccoli. But that type of post-workout meal is not required. Here's your solution. If you go to the gym in the morning and then go directly to the office, or you don't have access to a blender, simply add pineapple juice or orange juice to a stainless steel shaker cup. Put 20 to 40 grams of high quality protein powder in a separate container, throw both of them into your gym bag, and that's it. Pineapple juice and orange juice make decent post-workout carbohydrate sources as they contain higher amounts of glucose while they're lower in fructose. So if you're going to use fruit juice as your post-workout carbohydrate, look for a fruit juice that is high in glucose, low in fructose, and high in the insulin index. Now, similar to the glycemic index, the insulin index is different that it measures insulin levels, not blood glucose levels. And this is important because glucose is used to replenish depleted glycogen in the muscle cells, while fructose is used to replenish depleted glycogen in the liver cells. And if your goal is muscle building, you could also use a dextrose powder, which is a simple carbohydrate powder. Concern number 2 is I don't like eating cold food. No problem. You don't have to. Your solution, go rewatch solution number 1. And concern number 3, I don't like the clumpy texture and bad tasting protein shakes. Guys, I don't blame you. Now, the solution to this is buy a higher quality protein powder that doesn't contain a bunch of junk and chemicals. The good thing is supplement companies have come a long way in producing healthier and better tasting protein powders with good mixability. I love using a paleo egg protein powder from Roots Nutrition because it contains a blend of superfood ingredients. And I've also been slowly adding a super clean whey isolate protein powder from Earth Nutri back into my diet. Now, I like whey protein powder isolate as it is a superior post-workout protein powder. And this is due to its amino acid profile and higher quantity of most of the important amino acids for protein synthesis, especially leucine. So I'll put a discount link and coupon codes to both the Roots Nutrition and the Earth Nutri in the video description below. Now, another question is a post-workout protein shake versus a solid meal. Now, since shakes are in liquid form, they are broken down and digested by the body faster when compared to a solid food meal post-workout. So even though whole foods high in protein are the best sources of nutrients throughout the day, they don't break down and digest as quickly as protein powder. So the speed of digestion is an important aspect of your post-workout meal as your muscles are very receptive to absorbing all the nutrients fast. And I like to use a sponge analogy. So think of your muscle cells as a sponge. After a workout, the sponge is dry as it has been depleted of all of its glycogen, which is just a fancy word for short-term energy. So when you pour water, and in this example, a protein shake, over the dry sponge, which acts as your muscles, it'll quickly absorb all the liquid, which is the nutrients, without any spillover, which causes the fat storage. So the carbohydrates in your post-workout shake are efficiently used to restore this depleted glycogen in the muscle cells. This helps break you out of the muscle breakdown and catabolic state and turn you into the anabolic state that is responsible for repairing, rebuilding, and growing new muscle. If you don't replenish your depleted glycogen levels after a workout, your body can then turn to your muscles and break them down for the same purpose. And this is bad for your metabolism, hence why carbohydrates can be beneficial post-workout. However, again, if you're obese or you're overweight, your glycogen tanks may already be full, therefore you're at risk of more spillover and fat storage. Also, when your glycogen levels are low, your body can attack your stored body fat to burn for energy, not stored sugar. And this is why it's important to keep carbohydrates low when you have a major fat loss goal. So here's a quick example of a fast digesting post-workout shake. So to get a 2-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein, simply add 2 cups of pineapple juice to a shaker cup. Add a serving of vanilla whey isolate protein powder from Earth Nutri. Add the top to the shaker cup and shake. So there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this video on why carbs are required post-workout, please show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing to join over 330,000 other people who are living lean today. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep living lean.